We're back in Kerbal's space death program. Kerbal death program. What was I even doing? I was trying to get to the moon now, I think. Some people wanted people wanted me to build a plane, but I do not have the know-how, and I haven't looked it up yet. But I always preferred the rockets anyway, unless I can build a space plane. But space planes are super complicated. I don't have the stuff to do that yet. But I have 45 science, so I can get flight control and or general construction. This means I can send space tourists, although I can send space tourists anyway. And the Rockomax branded... Let's look at some of this stuff, because I accidentally have Mech Jeb installed. So I can't remember how to use Mech Jeb, so that's going to be interesting. AV winglets, Delta Deluxe winglets, small lit reaction wheels, which are really useful for turning my ship in space. Basic science... Oh, here, this is what I want. More science stuff. Here we go. I didn't even see this. Okay. Yeah, we want the basic science, so we can get more tech. So we can get batteries, thank God. Science Junior. Experimental storage unit. Oh, what's this? After discovering that old snack boxes are also really effective at storing mystery goo and data tapes, Kerbal scientists created the experimental storage unit to help Kerbal bring their valuable science back to Kerbal while avoiding the hazards of re-entry, rough landings, and Jeb's piloting skills. Does that mean I can store like extra data in it? I also can get a radiator panel, okay, a bigger radiator panel, and a high gain antenna. A short-range dual-purpose communications antenna that can handle either direct communications or short-range relays. Sweet. And we also get the Probodyne Staputnik, which means we can send stuff up without somebody in it. So we can fly this without a pilot, which would be really cool. Can I make a space shuttle? Not yet. We don't have the tech to yet. I'm slowly working through the game as it is. So, right, what's my quests or missions for money? We can do explore the Mun, but that's going to be difficult. We need a lot more Delta V for that. Although I've got some new rockets. Let's do some testing first. Test the Flea Solid Booster. Orbiting Kerbin. Okay, well this will give me another chance to get into orbit. Because I can orbit Kerbin now, and this will give me the Flea... So I've got... Oh, that's annoying. I've got to test a Solid View Booster in orbit. But I guess I could use it to slow me down, to take me out of orbit. So, that's useful. Test it in... Oh! Okay, I can just test a parachute as well. So that'll give me 28 grand, and this will give me 56 grand. We'll test the parachute, and then we'll do... So what's my other active one right now? Oh yeah, I shouldn't have accepted this one, because I can't actually make a cancel. Right, we're gonna activate... What the hell is this? Take a crew report in flight below 16,000... Oh, that's near sights. Screw those, I haven't built a plane yet. So... We'll do the parachute and the fuel booster. Maybe we can do them both. That's right, so the parachute one is just... Is it specific height or anything? Literally, to perform the test, activate the part for the sequence when all conditions are met. Okay, altitude 6 to 10,000 meters. Speed 200 to 280 meters a second. Okay, well, this should be fairly easy to do on re-entry. We just got to remember, make sure we do it in between 10 and 6,000 meters. And the Flea booster is a really small one, so we can probably strap it to the rocket somewhere just to test when we're in orbit. Alright, we're going to adjust our rocket as well, because we can build a better one now. So, we've got all this extra stuff. I think we have extra rocket boosters and things now. So the Flea is... This, we've got to test one of these in space while in orbit. That's right. So we're gonna design a rocket just for this purpose. Okay. So firstly, we want this pod, command pod. We want a parachute on it, obviously. Survivability. I still don't know what these. I keep forgetting these tabs. Also, we can do more science this time round because we have this, the Science Junior, which is like a mega science experiment. Which is useful. We'll get a... So this is... a better radar? Oh, wow. Look at this thing. Okay. We're going to stick to the Communicron. Anyway, parachutes first. Make sure I get everything on that I need to do the these things. Oh, where the hell is it? Engines, command, structural, coupling, payload. What's this? Oh yeah, service bay. No, where the hell was it again? Here they are. Utility. God. Parachute. Shit one, and then we want the drogue parachutes. We'll put 2 of these on as well. There we go. Put them on like this. Bang. Okay, so that'll be that. So we've got to make sure we do that between 10 and X amount of 1,000 meters. I think you cancelled the flea mission by accident. Let me just... I'll check, actually. Let's just save. So this will be... Mission craft. Right. And save. Okay. We'll leave. I'll just check. If you're right, then you could have saved me a lot of hassle by flying all the way to orbit and then realising I didn't have the quest. But I think I accepted it. Active. You were right. How did I manage to... Oh, shit. Crap. I cancelled it. Ah. Oh. Okay, what was this one? Oh, how did I cancel? Well, at least I'm not going to have to put the free booster on it this time. Construct... I can't do those. Ferry 3 tourists safely to their destination. Okay, so... Orbit and suborbital space flight. They want both of those. Suborbital and orbital. Suborbital and orbital. Right. We're sending tourists into space instead. This seems like fun. Okay, I know how to do this as well. So we can send Sadine, Lasella, and Irana. So it's be in orbits around Kerbal. Alright. I reckon we can send... I don't think I can send all 3 at once. I think I can send... I might have to send 1 at a time. And if we're going to do that, we can't have this sciencey stuff. But, that's cool. I could try and send all 3. But it's going to look like this. That's not going to work, is it? Whereas you can just do this. And that actually does work. We're going to just send... We'll send 1 at a time. We'll get like a bit of bucks for each of them. And maybe each time we can send up and do tourism stuff. You know what? We'll do science at the same time. I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can cope with that. We've got some good parachutes. That's the little heat shield. I want the big heat shield. Actually, no, I don't want the heat shield here. I want the heat shield in between the science thing. We'll see if this works. If it doesn't, we kill somebody. And we lose a lot of reputation. If we don't, we're a genius. This should get like a ton of science. I don't think we need thermometers or anything, but I'm going to whack some on anyway, just because we can. So we'll whack 2 thermometers on here. And we'll whack 2 barometers on the other side as well. I've got more than 30 pieces now. Oh no, I can only use 30... Right. I can only have 30 pieces. Right, we'll have 1 thermometer and 1 of these. We'll have 1 battery and 1 radio as well. Which will be under utility. Radio, batteries... Electrical, battery. Right, we'll have 1 battery. Put it on the back. There we go. Right, I'm hoping... I might add even more parachutes because I have a feeling that these aren't going to be enough. Because they're only small. But they can open faster. So we'll get 2 more of these. 1 is definitely not going to cut it. Right. Yeah. No, take this off. There we go. And 2 more. Right, we'll have 4. Just to be safe. The purpose of this is literally just to get into orb. Maybe this won't even be enough. We'll see. Make a normal rocket, then attach fuel tanks to the side with command modules on. I don't know what command modules are. Shit. I'm going to do it my way and we'll see if it works, guys. Right, we've got 5 parachutes. I've only got 18 parts left. Okay, well, luckily, we have some bigger fuel tanks this time. So we can get more liquid fuel in it. So... 3 fuel tanks. I could use the flea booster, which is really good. Nah, not the flea booster. I mean, this engine here is better for space, the Terrier engine, whereas these ones are better for orbit, not orbit, for atmospheric. And these are like extra fucking... Are these solid? I think, no, they're liquid, but they're like extra boosters. I don't need them. Do I want 3 or 4? It's going to add more parts. I don't have enough parts. No, I should have enough parts. Let's add 1 more fuel tank. This is going to be a big tourist rocket, but and we can do some science at the same time. We'll see. We're going to use the... So how much... This weighs less and produces more thrust. We'll just stick with this. We can control it fairly okay. Plus, Jeb's a good pilot. Let Finn play the game plus. I will totally kill everybody. No, I won't. It's going to be fine. So then I want to... It's more funny when I play it anyway, because I end up just messing up horrifically. I think that's kind of the part. You learn by trial and error, but I haven't managed to kill anybody yet. And for the Kerbal Death program, that's pretty... You know, that's a good success, right? I need a radar before I bloody forget to send some data back. I don't want 2, though. 1. There we go. Don't want to waste parts. It's not even symmetrical. That's going to bug people. It bugs me. It's still not symmetrical. Whatever. So then we need solid boosters and radial decouplers. And also fins and stuff, right? Oh, stack decoupler. That would help, wouldn't it? Otherwise, yeah, shit. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. And then we want radial decouplers as well. We want 2 of these on either side, like this. This should work fine. It worked. It worked with the other one, so this should do the same. I think it probably weighs a little bit more though, but I think we have better rockets. I'm not sure. Right, how many parts have I got left? I've somehow got less. Oh, it's because there's... Okay, so I can actually put nose cones on this time as well. So, aerodynamics, nose cones. Oh, and then I've got 5 parts to put fins on. Perfect! So we'll put some AV winglets on this thing to keep it stable. It's looking good, actually. But this time instead, I'm going to have all the rockets fire at once rather than have that braking stage. Alright, let's see if this works. And we can choose who's on board. So we're going to add in a tourist. Celadine Kerman. So what we could potentially do is if I feel more confident, I can have this controlled by a probe and send 2 people up at once. But the problem is then we don't have Jeb control, it means we don't have stability assist control. So this is actually going to be called the Tourist Craft. It has the potential for people to get stuck in orbit. I'm not going to lie. We're going to actually save this for a second. I'm going to see if I can add in. I can't remember what I need to upgrade. I think I need to upgrade mission control or something, which gives me ability to set up orbital maneuvers. Is it the tracking station? Right. So, orbits visible in map. Max DNS. Orbits visible. Is that it? Or is it this one? No. Is it mission control I need to upgrade? Max sector contracts. Wait, hang on. If I upgrade this. Star. So that. Okay. Space plane hangar. Nope. So that's what it currently can do. I'm not sure what I need to upgrade to. Oh, is it? No. Does anyone remember what one I need to upgrade so that I can... I think it's the tracking station. All ongoing missions can be used and focused. Landed craft can be recovered from here as well. And the R&D facility... No, it's not R&D. It's not the astronaut complex. It's not the admin building either. I think it's the tracking station I need to upgrade. Oh, yeah, here we go. Sorry. Patched visible cons. Max... Right, sorry, I have to hover over it. Okay, Kerbals can collect surface samples. No. Unlimited active Kerbals. Kerbals can form... Okay, so they don't want that. Basics action support group. Nope. It must be this one. Or is it this? Vessel size unlimited. I think it must be this one, so I can add in patched conics via the map. Max DNS. I'm not going to do it yet. We're just going to fucking launch it. I know how to get into orbit without using nodes and shit anyway. It'd just be nice if I had one. I'll have to rewatch some MechJeb tutorials at some point because, Jesus. I'm going to add that in soon. It's actually a really good mod and it helps you plan your trips to other planets much more efficiently, and you can let it almost auto fly you. So, right, you can't see Sadine's Kerman's face because it's me. Imagine I'm a space tourist, bitch. Right, so all engines are ready to fire. I've got all these stages correct. Yes, good. Okay, so all of the engines are going to fire at once. I need to tilt a bit. There we go, it's going to start going, and then we need to get a bit more of an angle. Oh, SAS control wants to be on, really. There we go. So Jebs can actually control this. Let's roll a little bit. So we're straightening out. Perfect, right. A little bit more. Oh, okay. It's looking good. We need to be tilting a bit more, really. A little bit too much. We're going a little bit too high, I think. Oh, shit. But I'll decouple in a second. 3, 2, 1, and let me just look at the map. Okay, it's fine. The Appalachs is only at 40 kilometers. Oh god, why is it looking so? I can't adjust. It's a weird angle. Okay, fine. 50k. I want to put max throttle to make this go faster. I don't know why I was at half throttle. So once it goes 75k, I want to stop. Again. 72, 73, 74, right. So there used to be a way I could click on this, and I could, well, not used to be a way. There is a way you can click on this and add in specific thing. All right, I've also got contracts here. Contracts, right. Test the parachute at 6 to 10,000 meters, all right, and suborbital flight, spice flight, and space flight. Okay, so I can get one of these done as well. 6 to 10,000 meters. It's fine. We're just gonna have to manually. Oh shit! Right, we need to point towards the horizon, which is, oh god, this way. Yeah, there we go. We'll level it out, and we'll get ready to fire our engines again. Oh shit! There we go. So we're technically in suborbital flight now, but I think we have to land them safely for it to count. There we go. And then basically, when I'm near, you know, shit in a second, I need to do this. I need to, probably now actually, try and get to a basically round orbit. But also to make sure I don't run out of fuel. Fuck, my fuel's pretty low. Might not be able to do this. It's going to be kind of close. Fuck. Okay, this is actually going to be really close. I probably should have got the Terror engine on this thing. Oh no, it might be alright. Maybe? Oh god, we only need a little bit of fuel to... Okay, here we go. I don't want to leave these guys trapped in space because that'd suck. Okay, we're okay. Oh god, the fuel is kinda... Oh no, I don't want to do that. This, there we go, down. Putting those down. Right. And I fucked up a little bit at the end there, but I think this counts. Suborbital and orbital phase. Oh, we're not quite orbital. Okay, we're not quite orbital. We need to go. Look at this spaceship. We're fucking almost in orbit. Right, I need to point the thing down a little bit. I need to do the science as well. Observe materials bay. 25 science. Sick. Close the doors. Right. Can I do a crew report from here? Oh, then it's not manned. Okay. Crew report on this one. Nothing again, whatever. Okay, so... Oh, fuck, look how low fuel we are. It needs to be slightly higher, so I need to point... Once I get to the Appalachs, I need to fire the engines a little tiny fraction of amount. Like just a tiny little bit. Just a little bit. And then we should be good. Right, I need to make sure I'm the right angle as well. Because we will have just, like, drifted completely. So we're heading this way, so I need to be... God, this nav ball needs... There we go. Oh, no, not that way. Like this, that's it. There we go, towards that vector. We'll spin it out to the right way around. And we need like a tiny little bit of thrust. Did that do it? 60 kilometers, okay. That counts. I think that counts. 70k, right, let me check. Orbit! Hey, we did it right. So all we do is flip around the other way. This way. To retrograde. And we fire maximum for... Oh shit. No, back. Ah! Okay, I pushed too much there. Back a little bit. If you look at the map. Not map, this. You can see what I'm doing. And then we've we've got enough fuel to do this, actually. This should be fine. We did the experiments. Oh, perfect. And full throttle is... And you see that stopped. And now we are no longer in orbit. So we should just land. Perfect. Decouple this thing. Bang. Alright. And then we get to test the parachute as well. All this shit all at once. I'm a fucking pro at this stuff. Right. So we're going to tilt like this. And we're going to head back towards Earth with a tourist and extra science. And we're going to do the parachute quest all at once. It's going to be great. That's going to be really good. So, man, we need quite a lot to get to the moon, though. Holy shit. Like, cause that's going to be pretty difficult. So, yeah, we need to wait a little bit. I'm going to time warp for a bit. Until we're a bit closer. Until we're low down the atmosphere. And then... Ooh, okay, right. Shit, okay, I did this bit kind of... We're coming in hot. We're only... Oh, shit, we're not even facing the right way. No. We need to be facing this way. That's it. Right, and we need to activate the parachute between 10 and 6,000 meters. That's going to be hard to do, but we'll try. And we've got to be going below 280 meters a second. Okay. So 280 meters a second, 10 and 6,000 meters. Right, let's speed this thing up. So we're at 60k right now. We're going to start burning up. Well, not burning up. We're going to start hitting the re-entry soon. I didn't test... I can probably test this, right? Log pressure data. Oh, I got some science because I did it on re-entry. I can probably log temperature data as well. Oh shit, the heat shield ablator is burning off a bit. Where is the temperature? Did I not even put a temperature on? I thought I did. Oh shit, it's all up on... Oh! Oh god, that's not good. I didn't put the heat shield on the right bit, did I? What the fuck has happened to the heat shield? Oh my good god, that's terrifying. And on Kerbal Space Program, you can go out like really far. What the fuck? I melted the shield off. And the experiment exploded. Right hand. Did I not put a temperature thing on? I thought I did. Shit. Could have got some good temperature data there. I think all the science stuff exploded off. Right, that's what it was. The barometer exploded as well. Right, so 10,000 meters, 208 meters a second. In a second, I can open my parachutes. And boom. Quest complete. Boom. Well, we did 2 of the quests. I did have a minor explosion, but it's not a mission for me. I can still land it. That's fine. No, God, that was... Look, what has happened to it? The explosion's always really terrifying because... Yeah. Anyway. Tourists cannot EVA. Yeah, I'm not going to EVA. It's a mistake to EVA while in the atmosphere. Fuck. Well, that was moderately successful other than this huge explosion. Oh, look, it just fell off now. And the parachute. I think it might have just been... Okay, I think... I don't think that heat shield was good enough. It was on the correct bit, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. I think it just didn't work. The heat shield literally melted. I think I needed some of those outside heat shields as well, which I didn't use. But we still did the 2 quests. Orbit around Kerbal, suborbital spaceflight. We are like just scraping the barrel with the amount of fuel we have, though. I'm not sure what else we can do to improve that. I'm trying to think. I'm only going to get a slight amount of science from that. Actually, I won't get any because it all exploded. Crap. I should have transmitted it, but I didn't want to. Ah, that's a shame. So we're actually going to lose money from that. We'll get to gain some because we did 2 successful quests. Recover vessel. We tested the parachutes and we got a space tourist. I think that was correct. But we have to get 3 space tourists, but I don't think there's much of a time limit to do it, so that's cool. Right, so we gained 1.7 science. We got 600 parts refunded. Sadine ranked up as a tourist. She's ready. She's a tourist. She's higher ranked astronaut than half of my all of my astronauts actually. Holy shit. But we did do some quests, so that's cool.